Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Artful Manifesting. In today's timeless pick a card reading, we are discovering what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you. And to do that, I'm going to draw 3 cards from this oracle deck. And I invite you to call on your own guides and ask for their assistance in interpreting the images that you see, the sounds that you hear, and the messages I share. So for example, my dogs are many times present in the reading. You can hear them in the background. Sometimes they're very quiet, and so that may validate the message of a need to recoup, recharge, recover. So let's see what comes out for you today. What is your subconscious mind trying to tell you? Sometimes our subconscious mind communicates to us in our dreams, sometimes things that we say or that we notice. So definitely pay attention to the images that you see today. All right, we have bells, deflection, and plant medicine, truth. Card number 3, Shapeshifter, perspective. And to help you make your choice, above card number 1, we have a desert rose crystal. And above card number 2, we have some carnelian. And for card number 3, angelite. All right, let your intuition guide you, and whatever image or crystal color you're most drawn to, that is probably the reading meant for you, and you'll find a link to that reading in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the desert rose crystal, as well as the card Bell's Deflection. Let's see how those 2 energies play into the rest of your message. I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below. That's something you're interested in. What is your subconscious trying to tell you at this time? What is pile number 1's subconscious trying to tell them at this time? All right, we have drawing down the moon, knowledge. The finch and peach, romance. vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. And mountain, stand your ground. All right, let's get some tarot cards to complete the message. All right, we have the High Priest, and Queen of Athens, the Witch. Wow. Look at those two cards. Very powerful already. A Queen, two major arcanas, and the Crone. Three major arcanas. Very powerful energy. You know, the Desert Rose is all about spiritual growth and development. So with all these magical cards up here, perhaps that is what your subconscious mind is communicating with you at this time. The Bells card, deflection, is what many indigenous cultures, ancient civilizations practiced as a means to cleanse and purify a person and or a space. So the shaking of the bells created a vibration that disrupts the energy patterns within that person or that space and gets rid of any toxic or negative energies. So perhaps there is something that you are needing to let go of, that your subconscious mind wants you to know you have the strength and power to do. As I mentioned, you have a very powerful spread here with all of these major arcana cards, and you know, with the Bells deflection card and getting rid of what no longer serves you, we also have the vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. And I do want to read to you what this is. Because we're talking about the subconscious, I think it's important for you to hear about the symbolism, because that's something that our subconscious mind understands. What seems hideous has its own beauty, and the recycling and repurposing the vulture does is as important as any other activity in nature that supports the cycle of life. Vulture's spirit's message is that nothing is to be wasted, for nature sees value in everything that exists. What seems rotten and ugly has the potential to be transmuted into something beneficial. And you are reminded that any suffering you have experienced has not gone to waste. Wisdom and understanding that arose from the experience are talismans that will serve you on your journey wherever you go. What is decaying is only changing form and will fertilize seeds that you wish to plant, turning that which has passed away into the substance that will support new growth. All that you might wish to deny or discard has value and can be repurposed and reintegrated into the new you you are becoming, and the new life that you are dreaming into being. No pain was in vain, and no experience was wasted, for you have the power to use it to co-create something far better. This is the miracle in your partnership with Spirit. And here with the high priest, we see this figure who's wearing a solar disc ringlet, and he's capturing the power of the sun. And many ancient cultures revered the sun as a deity. So he's capturing the blessings, the power of the sun, and charging the water with that energy. And down here are crystals that are pointing to these stones, so that they can also be blessed and charged for the community that is surrounding this circle of standing stones. And then this water, this holy water, can be used later in other ceremonies and rituals. The Queen of Athens is a person that is logical and analytical, successful, capable of taking care of themselves, somebody who's organized, likes things to be organized and methodical, which echoes the ritual and traditions of the high priest. The witch is someone who has all the resources to create what they want to create. So your subconscious mind is trying to tell you that you have the resources, the mind, the logic, the analytical mind, the organization, the skill to accomplish what you need to accomplish on your own. We see here that she's putting in all of her magical ingredients. She has this corded belt, which is 3 colors representing the 3 stages in life, all of her experience, which goes right along with the vulture spirit card of nothing being wasted. You know, even if you have a relationship that doesn't work out, that time that you spent with that person in that relationship was not wasted time, because you gained experience, you gained understanding of yourself, clarity of what you want and don't want, wisdom that you can carry forward into your future relationships, and not just romantic relationships, but in showing compassion and empathy with other people. And then we have the crone, who is, again, somebody who has wisdom, somebody whose life experiences has given them the wisdom to face whatever challenge they come across, and the strength to overcome it, which is why we have the lion here. There is a very powerful energy, like in the zodiac, the Leo, somebody who's independent, brave, and powerful, fearless. You know, we have the sun being such a focus here in this card, and the sun's energy and drawing upon that energy. as well as the lion in this card. And you also have mountains stand your ground. And mountains have, you know, what we see above the ground, there's many times below the ground. They're rooted in the earth. They're powerful. They stand the test of time without being knocked down. They've been there for thousands of years. The finch and peach speaks of love. So perhaps for some of you, there is a relationship or something that you love that you are letting go of because it's no longer, it no longer serves you, or because it's, you've taken what you needed from that experience, and you're now on the right path. For others, it's not a relationship with a person, but it's a project or a path that you're following. Okay, I had to pause real quick to let my dogs out of the room. You could probably hear them crying. And again, this is, you know, what I was talking about. Many times Spirit has a way of sending us signals through our environment to help clarify what the message is. So they wanted to leave. And so perhaps there is something that you're leaving, whether it's a relationship or a situation. The energy, you've taken the wisdom from it, you've taken the knowledge from it, and it's time for you to pursue something that you do love. I do want to also read to you about drawing down the moon knowledge. And it's interesting because here we have this figure drawing on the sun's power, and here we have drawing down the moon, which of course reflects the sun. But the idea of drawing down energy from other realms. There are some things we know because we learned them the old-fashioned traditional way, and there are some things we know because we intuit them instinctively and on an energetic level. Drawing this card suggests that you're wiser than you know, but that to answer your question, you will need sacred knowledge that can't be found in a book or online. You are therefore advised to go within and call the goddess to you, channel her thoughts, and then journal about your experience. If you have a favorite goddess or god you like to work with, call them in. Alternatively, explore which deities appeal to you and call them in by asking them to come to you in meditation, or simply close your eyes and ask, which God, master, deity wants to come to me? However you do this process, ask them to transmit the information you need. Whenever this card appears, it is also a reminder to stay on track with your moon practices. Set intentions at the new moon and release them to the divine at the full moon. Embody your spirituality. Step into your wisdom. So again, there is definitely a strong spiritual message here with the desert rose and you accessing the power of not only your inner wisdom and intuition, but the power of all the elements around you. The sun, the moon, the power of plants and animals, talismans, and of course, your intuition and wisdom, as well as Mother Earth. So that is your message. I hope that there was something here that your conscious mind understood from your subconscious mind. If you enjoyed this message, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, which allows you to know when more content is uploaded, and it lets me know that the messages resonate. Best of luck in this powerful exploration of your wisdom, knowledge, and magical abilities. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the stone carnelian, which is a warm, vibrant energy, and it can help balance and heal the body and emotions. You also chose plant medicine, truth. So let's see how those two energies play into the rest of your reading. What does your subconscious mind want you to know? I do put the names of all the oracle decks that I use in the description box below, if that's something you're interested in. What does pile number 2's subconscious mind want them to know? All right, we have moonrise cleansing. And the antelope and wheat, nourishment. Canary spirit, sing your own song. This canary sitting on a flute, that really stood out to me this time. Perhaps you play an instrument. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. All right, let's draw some tarot cards. Get some more information about what pile number 2's subconscious mind would like them to know. What is pile number 2's subconscious mind trying to tell them? All right, we have 6 of Wands. And the Wheel of the Year. The Witch, which came out in card number 1's reading, and it was in the same position. And 10 of Chalices. What amazing cards. Your subconscious mind wants you to know that something is coming to an end. We have the Wheel of the Year, which is like the Wheel of Fortune, and it's card number 10. And we also have the 10 of Chalices. Tens show completing something. And these are both very positive cards. So it could be that you are completing a project. It can also be that you are completing a painful or challenging struggle in your life. So if you've been experiencing some uncomfortable situations and emotions, just know that is coming to an end. It's being completed, and what's following is amazing, absolutely beautiful energy. We start off with the Six of Wands, which is about being recognized, being celebrated, appreciated, victorious. So whatever it is that you're completing, whether it's a project or coming through something, you are going to be valued, recognized, and celebrated for it. And if it's not a work project where you get an award or some kind of noteworthy praise, and it's just a struggle that you've been going through, then celebrate that this is coming to an end and that now you're going to enter a phase of life that is very fortunate with the Wheel of the Year. This can be positive energy that lasts, 6 months. The wheel continues to turn, but where it is now is a peaceful, content, happy, fortunate, lucky, prosperous time. I'm trying to see what this arrow is pointing to. It's so tiny, perhaps you can see it. But that does make me realize that this is an arrow, and we also have broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So peace is what is coming, and your subconscious mind wants you to recognize all of the skills, knowledge, wisdom that you've gained as a result of completing this project or completing the cycle, going through all the trials and tribulations connected to this energy that's leaving your life. And the witch is somebody who's empowered and independent and capable of drawing upon the resources around her to create and manifest the life that she wants. The Ten of Chalices is confirmation of living that life that you want. We see here this happy family, a little otter in the water, which symbolizes happiness and playfulness. We see the 10 cups. It's a very positive, successful, content, happy time and period in your life. So that is what's coming into your life and starting in your life now. I want to read to you what the creator of the Moonology deck says about the Moonrise Cleansing card. It says, drawing this card suggests you've been through a very difficult situation from which you're finally now emerging. Even though you're nearing the end of this challenging period of your life, or perhaps you're already there, you still have energetic cords or attachments that you need to clear from your life. Think of them as energetic debris that needs to be washed away by time and intention. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the skies, so you too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. You need to carry out this cleansing of your body, mind, and spirit, or you risk remaining stuck in the past. Sit under the moon's beams and ask her to cleanse you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut your cords to the past. Take regular salt baths. Most importantly, set the intention that you're cleansing yourself of the past so that you may face a happier present and a brighter future. Once you've cleansed, you can start over in a way you may not have been even believed was possible. Use sage to clear your home energetically. You are emerging cleansed. Integrity and truth will win the day. Be kind, but also very honest. So that is an amazing message. And if you have gone through a difficult time, I'm very sorry that you experienced that. And just know that your subconscious mind is letting you know that you gained a lot as a result, and now it is time for you to celebrate the life that you deserve. With this card, Plant Medicine, I do want to point out the plants that are in the cards. Perhaps that is another message from your subconscious mind. If you aren't already connected to plants, then maybe that's something your subconscious mind is nudging you to do. With the Six of Wands, this victorious person returning home is wearing a wreath of poppies. And at the bottom of this card, the Wheel of the Year is coming out of a patch of basil. And in the Witch card, she is using ginger root in her brew. And this is a hazelnut tree. And in this card, we see aster on the ground, little clumps of aster that the little girl is gathering. And let me just check and see what aster symbolizes. So aster symbolizes unconditional love, happiness, and calm. And you see she is gathering it. So that is what's coming to you now. It's gathering around you. Unconditional love, happiness, and calm. That's the energy. For some of you, it may have already started to come into your life. Or maybe you feel that you already have it, in which case it will be expanding. For others, it's on its way. And it is time for you to sing your own song. The Moonrise card mentioned, being honest and kind, and singing your own song is, you presenting your authentic self, you being honest about who you are, and singing the praise you deserve, singing your own unique song. You are the only you, and there's something very special about that. You're here for a reason, and it's time for you to let others hear the expression that you're meant to resonate here on this planet. What a beautiful reading. So you'll have joy, happiness, peace coming into your life, which is definitely cause for celebration. That's amazing. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, which lets you know when more content is uploaded, and it lets me know the messages are resonating. Congratulations on this beautiful, new, wonderful phase in your life. Do enjoy it. Wishing you the best. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the crystal angelite, which facilitates calm and serenity and helps to dispel negative emotions, energies, and improves and promotes communication. You also chose Shapeshifter, perspective. So let's find out how those two energies fit into the rest of your reading. I do put the names of all the decks I use in the description box below. We're finding out what your subconscious wants you to know. What does pile number 3's subconscious want them to know? What has pile number 3's subconscious mind been telling them? Our subconscious mind communicates to us through what catches our eye around us, signs on social media, things that we read, things that we hear, our dreams. The falling moon, release blocks. The frog and lotus, metamorphosis. Interesting, we do have the shapeshifter, which goes through a metamorphosis, and now the frog that goes through metamorphosis. Be spirit, sweet results await. And Lord, take charge with authority. All right, let's draw some tarot cards to get the rest of your message. What has your subconscious mind been communicating to you? What does your subconscious mind want you to know? Queen of Athens. King of Pentacles. Six of Wands. And the High Priest. Very nice cards. The Queen of Athens is a logical, analytical mind that likes to do things in an orderly fashion, plan things, and is well equipped to do jobs on their own. Sometimes the danger being that there is isolation as a result. The King of Pentacles is a successful business person that can turn ideas into resources and money. They are good at delegating responsibilities and getting the most out of their resources to create more abundance. So already there may be a message of some sort of expansion that includes you working with others, perhaps even having employees, having a business where you're not working alone, but you're delegating some of your duties to someone else. It could also be an advisor, somebody who is already successful with finances, or some sort of financial advisor who can help you get the most out of your resources. And then, of course, the Six of Wands is about being recognized, achievement, success, awards, praise, all of these positive things. This is somebody coming home, returning home, and being celebrated for what they have accomplished. The Falling Moon release blocks is a card that speaks about releasing negative emotions like anger. And sometimes the Queen of Athens may do work on their own because they like things done in a specific way. And, some people don't like things to be done in a way that they haven't prescribed or hasn't been prescribed for them. And so they may end up taking it on themselves so that it's done exactly the way they want it to be done. And there may be some kind of irritation if somebody doesn't do it the way that the Queen of Athens wants it done. The Shapeshifter and the Frog and Lotus, speaking of metamorphosis, also speak of seeing things from somebody else's perspective. So perhaps there is somebody who's helping, and maybe the way that they do things aren't the way that you would do things, but by giving them praise and acknowledging what they are doing, you can help to facilitate a better relationship, and you can give yourself more time. You can free up other resources, and if done correctly, you can help encourage those things that they are doing the way that you like. But also there is an opportunity for you to learn new ways of doing things, which is why we have metamorphosis and shapeshifter. And with the Queen of Athens, which is also about communication, there's an opportunity for you to change your style of communication. And if you can see things from the other person's perspective, that will make this an easier way, an easier transition. It will make it easier for you to communicate things in a way that they will be well received. Remember that the angelite is also a stone of better communication. So there is a strong message about communication. And we also have bee spirit, which of course bees work together. They're in a colony. It's all about community. So the question that you could ask yourself is, how can you promote community in your environment, whether that's at home, amongst your friends, at work? What is the best way to promote community? And perhaps the King of Pentacles is somebody you can look to who is successful not only as a business person, but as a communicator and a leader. And you can either ask for their advice directly, or perhaps it is a person that you can observe their behavior, their communication style. If this is somebody that communicates to you through emails or written word, notice how they phrase things. Or if you hear them speaking to their employees, their family, and people seem to want to do things for them, and people enjoy being around them and their leadership, they praise them, they recognize them as a good leader, then this may be a person that you can learn from just by observing, which as you do that, you're going to go through this metamorphosis. You're the shapeshifter. You're becoming you're going from the Queen of Athens to the King of Pentacles. And what will happen is your communication style will change. You will expand your resources and free up time, and you will be celebrated and recognized by those around you. There is a strong message of you being a leader with the Queen, the King, the Lord, the Six of Wands, and the High Priest. Take charge with authority. So there again, there's a way to be assertive, but and commanding in a way that people want to do for you. And it's interesting because I see that at the end of this staff, it's an Ankh, which is about creation. And so you have the power to create the environment and community, team, relationships that you want to create. We also have the High Priest. So again, this is, another echo of how meticulous you are and methodical you are, having rituals and schedules and ways of doing things. The High Priest is somebody that uses the resources around them, the elements, the power of the sun, charging the water, these crystals that take this energy that the High Priest is imbuing and shoots it into the standing stones in this circle, which then supports the community around them. So the work that they're doing is supporting a whole community, and your subconscious mind sees that potential in you if it's not something that you're already doing. If you do have some anger and there's a person that perhaps you can no longer speak to, or even if you can speak to them, before you speak to them, you may do your own kind of ritual, your own shape-shifting, and connect to your higher self. Write a letter of your intentions about the situation to that person's higher self, and then respond back to your higher self from that person's higher self using your non-dominant hand. So again, you'll think about the situation as you want it to be, not the details of it, not the how, but the outcome of community, peace, harmony, success, celebration, happiness, abundance, all of these things. Focus on the end goal, and from a place of love, using your dominant hand, connect to your higher self and write to this other person's higher self. And then using your non-dominant hand, channel their higher self and respond to your higher self. Do this ritual first before you take any action with this person, and see how it elevates the relationship and diffuses any negative energy, just like the angelite crystals. You know, and if you connect to your angels and spirit do not have judgment. They don't have the same emotions that we have. They only have unconditional love. And that's how your higher self and all people's higher selves operate as well. It's only coming from a place of love. And when you come from a place of love, then the results end up being the highest good for everyone involved, the other people involved, the community, everyone, as well as yourself. So this is a huge metamorphosis, transformation, level up for you. With the number 7, I see it being not only on the logical and resource, financial, physical realms, areas, but also in the spiritual sense, a huge level up. And I see you achieving this great power. Your subconscious mind sees you as not just a queen or a king, but a high priest, somebody who has great powers and wisdom and knows how to use the resources available to them to accomplish the most, not only for themselves, but for a whole community, which is why you are going to be celebrated. And that's amazing. What a wonderful message. I would love to know what you're doing. So if you want to share that in the comments, please know I always read the comments. And it's nice for others who watch these readings to read the comments, as well as what you share in the comments may help somebody else with their own understanding and interpretation of the readings. That is your message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, which lets you know when more content has been uploaded, and it lets me know the messages are resonating. Best of luck on this amazing, spiritual, magical journey. Thank you. Bye.